Hi Year 6, today we're continuing with dividing decimals, but today rather than thinking about mental strategies, we're going to use a written formal method. So to refresh your memories of this, I've got some calculations coming up on the video, and I would like you to use the short bus stop method of division, which we've been through before. Here are the answers to those so you can mark yours at home. If you didn't get them quite right, go back and get this part right before moving on. We're now going to apply that knowledge of dividing to dividing with decimals. So we're using the short method today of division. So 3.96 divided by 3, we're starting off nice and easy. Now you can see that I've included my place value grid in this. So I've got 3 wholes, 9/10 and 6/100, and I'm dividing them, I'm splitting that up into 3 equal groups. So first of all, 3 wholes divided by 3 gives us 1, just the same. Then I need to add in my decimal point. A decimal point never moves, so that's going to be added in next. Now I've got 9/10 divided by 3, well that gives us 3/10. And then 6/100 divided by 3 gives us 2/100. Now that calculation we could have actually done in our head using that partition method. I wanted to show you what we were actually doing in this bus stop method. So our answer for that should be 1.32. Now let's have a look at a trickier one. So the next calculation we have is 5.28 divided by 4. So to start off with, you can see that's been put into the place value grid with place value counters. So we have 5 ones, and we're going to split that into 4. We're dividing by 4. So when we do that, we would have one whole group of 4, but then we would have 1 left over. So let's think about where we would put that 1. As you can see, the 1 has been added in the ones column, and then the decimal point. That 1 that we had left over, we exchanged that for 10/10. So now effectively we've got 12/10, or as you'll see in a moment, as a part whole model, we've taken away 4 wholes from our 5.28 and we're left with 1.2. So we're doing 1.2 divided by 4, or 12/10 divided by 4, and that will give us 3 groups. So we've got 3 in our tenths column. And then last up, we're left with our 8/100. So 8/100 divided by 4, there's 2 groups. So 2 goes in our hundredths column. Let's go through this next calculation together on the board. 6.42 divided by 3. 6 wholes, 4/10 and 2/100 divided by 3. Let's start off with our units. So how many 3's go into 6? How many groups of 3 are in 6? That gives us 2. 2 wholes. Next up is the decimal point, so I must remember to add that in. Now I've got 4/10. Well, how many groups of 3 can I get out of 4/10? Well, I can only get 1 whole group out of 4. And so I've got 1 left over. So my 1/10, remember I'm going to exchange for 10/100. So now I've actually got 12/100. So if I've got 12/100, imagine your 12/100 counters, and we're putting them into 3 groups, we would have 4 groups. So that goes up there. So our answer would be 2.14. Hopefully you followed along with that. Using that same short method for division, I want you to have a go at these 3 calculations. 9.2 divided by 4, 1.32 divided by 3, and 1.32 divided by 4. Here are the answers for those. Please mark them at home. If you didn't get them right, go back and see if you can correct your answers. So that's it for today. Your task is a quiz on Purple Mash and you're doing exactly the same. So perhaps get a scrap piece of paper to do that short method of division before you input your answers for the quiz. Good luck, let us know how you get on.